This might have been my favorite. It was really hard to pick a favorite in this collection, but I think this might be my favorite in the whole collection. If you are a person who loves dolphins, if you love the water, if you need a little escape, it is cold everywhere, and if you just need a little exotic escape to your favorite just locale, wherever that might be in the world, we have it for you in this stunning dolphin collection. Look at what she's done here. This is a dolphin jumping, and then you can see the tail is touching the top of this glorious gem. Look at the actual quality of the Larimar. Mariana has traveled to the Dominican Republic. She has been in the mines where they mine the Larimar. Look at the ring. Absolutely unbelievable. This ring for $99 is fall off the chair. That might be the greatest value I've ever seen in a Larimar ring.
I'm not sure how we do these.
I don't either. That is just crazy, crazy good. So whether you are looking to build a suite, which if you can do it, I would recommend it to you. Those earrings, if you need a Larimar earring, look at how beautiful they are. For that price, I'm sorry, for $99.90, that is wildly great. And then the matching ring is only $99, which is amazing. And that larger pendant is yours for $119.90. So if you are a water girl, if you love the beach, if you love the water, if you need a little escape, it's like Calgon, Mariana, take me away. That's what this is all about. I was saying that swimming with the dolphins is something that's on my bucket list, and you've already checked that off your list, haven't you?
I have, but you know, I just feel so fortunate because I've had so many numerous experiences with dolphins, including helping National Geographic do some studying in the Sharks Bay in Australia, where I was freely having them swim around me, which was truly an experience.
Wow.
And again, the absolute symbol of joy, of playfulness, of loyalty with the dolphins jumping out. I mean, they've got it figured out. They play most of the day, eat.
Oh, I've said, I want to be a dolphin in my next life. I'm telling you, seriously. If you would like to own this, we're showing you there's about 350 total. That's earrings, rings, pendants combined. So I do expect every one of these will be gone. I have to show you a couple things up close about this. First of all, the pendant is stunning. You can plainly see that. It's absolutely gorgeous, beautifully finished, polished bail. Looks great on a variety of different types of chain. I'm gonna take the ring off for a minute because you have to see her detail. The detail boggles the mind. Look at this. It looks like little waves all the way along the shank. Look at the beautiful gallery work. Look at the fine, fine detail, the color. This is a beautiful, look at the color of the gem that you've used here. And that is done in a London blue colored quartz. It's a London quartz, is that what it is?
That's right.
A Caribbean quartz, I think it's called. Beautiful. And then of course you have that large, gorgeous, polished piece of Larimar from the Dominican Republic, a very rare one-source gemstone. You can only get that from the Dominican, and it is known as the Dolphin Stone.
Yes.
So appropriate to design some dolphins into this jewelry.
Well, there's actually, you know, it's a fairly recently discovered stone, believe it or not. And as you mentioned, only one place in the world where it can be found in the mines of the Dominican Republic. And going there, you know, the indigenous people of that island used to collect it at the end of the river before it went into the sea. And then eventually people went upriver and found it and go into the mine. The mine is amazing. When it rains, which it does a lot, they can't mine. So they can go up to 3 months without even finding any. So to find this
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
They have to, it's very difficult to get. The mine itself is is tricky. I was so excited to be able to go inside of it, loving it, but really appreciate the hard work of actually being able to find this high grade and that beautiful, you know, variation of beautiful blues that you cannot find in any other stone. You know, someone had made the comparison of if you've ever seen water reflect off a dolphin's back, it's kind of mirrored in the actual stone.
Right.
You know how with the sunlight or the sunlight hitting a sandy bottom.
Look at how cool that is. It really looks like water.
It
really does look like water. And I want to mention something to you. No two of these will be exactly alike because obviously these are natural stones, but each will have that beautiful nuance, those little striations like clouds or waves or like a dolphin jumping in the stone. Fascinating gemstone, beautiful, beautiful natural color. I want to show this one more time over here if I may, because I want you to see what I'm trying to explain. See, this stone is different than the stone you were just seeing. Now here's my pendant, and you'll see, again, no two are exactly alike, but you're looking at the finest quality Larimar. This is the absolute finest quality through and through. If you want any of these. The pendant, we have about 50 left. The earrings, we have about 5 dozen left. The ring, fewer than 100, and that is it. This is limited edition jewelry that you cannot buy this anywhere else in the world, and I really do believe this is some of the greatest value I have seen for Larimar. Larimar is a stone you normally find it when you're cruising, when you go to the Caribbean and you're on a Caribbean cruise and you hop off in one of those ports and you go into the little boutiques and you see beautiful Larimar and you see big price tags attached to it. That's where a lot of people are introduced to Larimar, because a lot of stores don't carry it. And to Mariana's point, it's becoming more and more rare. They can go several months without even finding the material. But Mariana and her husband Richard are friends with these mine owners. I mean, they go directly to the mine for their gemstones, and that's special. A lot of people have never been to the Dominican Republic Larimar mines, right? So I think that that's a really kind of neat thing that you're able to pass along your connections, because you have been doing this for so long, over 3 decades. You have made friends with people literally all over the world.
It's really, I feel so honored, and it was such a privilege to be able to experience where these stones come from, understand how they're formed, and I love the history and the mythology behind it. Actually, there's a wonderful myth, actually, that this is considered the Atlantis stone, as well as the connection with the dollar.